Xin chào, what's up everybody? Alright, we're going to do a Vietnam news update. While I am in America, I still read all the Vietnam news every morning when I wake up. So my hand and my pulse is essentially right on what's happening with Vietnam still. I still get, this is the most asked question by far, is are long-term visas back yet? What's the situation on the visas? So we're going to talk about that and a few other things in the news in Vietnam. Before we get into that, if you do like this video, I'd appreciate it if you smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, that'd also be great if you could do that. YouTube's also been deleting subscribers, so check to make sure you're still subscribed. If you want to see me live stream, you got to make sure the bell is set to all. If you want to additionally support the channel, which is really helpful, you can go on over to Patreon. The link's in the description, or you can do donations through PayPal, Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrencies. All right, so to get into the video. So where are the visas? What's going on with the visa situation? Is long-term visas coming back? Well, for a while there, up until about a month ago until I came here, I think 3 weeks ago is more accurate. Up about a month ago, though, every newspaper was pretty aggressively writing about, you know, we need to do the long-term visa again. We need to extend past 30 days. Hold on, let me get a thumbnail. Okay. We need to extend past 30 days. And we need to offer visa-free travel. We need to offer like a 90-day visa-free travel for most countries that are going to be looking to come. Now again, I've talked about this a billion times and why I don't think they're particularly too interested in doing that. It's because China is their #1 international tourism for like the past 10 years. So, I mean, not many people are leaving out of China right now and getting back in easily. So, I think until the China situation is a bit resolved, which I'm thinking that's going to happen probably at the end of this year, it's looking like. That's my timeline. And you never know. The thing with Vietnam is tomorrow they could be like, oh, well, here's your 1 year, 6-month visa back for the Americans. Like, with the same rules as before. You never know with Vietnam what exactly is going to happen, but it's extremely possible that it could happen in the next, you know, day or so. But I think most likely what they're doing is they're kind of doing what a couple other Southeast Asia countries doing. They were testing the waters to make sure everything was okay when they were letting people back in, and so far it has been. And I think they're going to kind of return all pre-COVID visas like they've been saying they would, probably towards the end of the year. That is my honest guess for that. Again, I'm not an expert in this stuff. I am not the man of news. I'm just a guy that looks up stuff. So always check the facts for yourself. Always go online and look up this information yourself. Right now it's still just a 30-day e-visa, which you can renew multiple times, infinite times. If you want that kind of information, join the Discord and you'll see plenty of guys on there that have already went and done visa runs a bunch of times. Some are on their 3rd and 4th, I think, now. So that's extremely possible to do. It's a half day of your time. It's a little inconvenient. But if it was me, like I said before, I would just take a day in Phnom Penh. I would take a day in Bangkok. I would take a couple days in each one of these places. They're returning bus service to Thailand now, too. I was reading in the news. So that'll be kind of cool if they do restore bus service to Thailand, because then that'll be a feasible thing. So yeah, that's the visa update part of the news video. So nothing yet, guys. The second I hear that there is a long-term visa for you, you'll know about it. I'll go live, or I'll edit the video and put it up within 10 minutes of the news coming out. I'm pretty good at that stuff. So top stories. And the news in Vietnam is not, you know, it's about the typhoon right now, SHIB. It's about the dengue fever. That's kind of, a couple cases are being had in Vietnam. It's spread by mosquitoes, I was reading, so that is a thing. A few have died from it. I don't think it's going to be like a thing you need to worry about, but it is there. What else was there? Hold on. They've been reporting a lot about the abortion stuff as well, the overturning Roe versus Wade, and a lot of the news organizations in Vietnam are making it seem like men are running out to get vasectomies of all ages, which I don't know if that's quite true. That's pretty crazy, though, if so. I think, we're not going to talk about that. I don't like talking about politics. It's too divisive. But, I mean, if you want to go get a vasectomy, that's up to you. They also ran an article, a podcast. I found it to be so interesting. It was crazy. It was How to Conquer Women's G-Spots is literally the name of it. And it's on VN Express if you want to check it out. So I would recommend you go over there and check that out. I thought it was pretty funny. Let's check out Tutre. We're just kind of actively looking at the news because there's really no update as far as travel stuff since the last video we shot. But people keep asking me. And instead of individually answering every single email, every single DM, and all this stuff about long-term visas, I'll just make a video. And it's easy. It's 30-day e-visa only. There's some countries where you can come in 15-day visa free, but why would you do that when you can just get the e-visa that's 30 days? So, I mean, and there's no visa on arrival. There's nothing else. You can get a business visa, but you have to have a real company sponsor you for the intent of business, and I think it's 90 days for Americans. So it's possible to get that, but you can't get it fake like you possibly probably, well, you didn't need to even have a sponsorship thing before. The way the business visa worked before is you could just file the same as a one-year tourist. You could do a one-year business visa with the intent of doing business or shopping around to possibly set up a business. So that still isn't back yet either. Hopefully these things all come back by the end of the year. In my opinion, that is the timeline for this stuff, is the end of the year. I mean, we'll have to see, but let's see. They've been talking about the 4th injection of the vaccine, and if you refuse to get it, to sign something, but they're not really making you do that. I'm getting my 4th injection when I get back. I don't care. I want it because I want to go to Korea and I want to go to Japan, and they're probably going to be pretty headstrong on you having to have up-to-date injections. And for me, it doesn't do anything to me, so I don't really care. If they want me to take a 4th one, I'll take a 4th one. It's free, whatever. Winnie already got her 4th one while I've been gone, so I'll get mine probably my first week back in Saigon. I got no problems with it. Whatever. I mean, if you don't want to do it, that's your thing. It's all good. You can come into the country without it, so I don't want this to be a debate on getting vaccinations or not. I don't care what you do. If you want it, get it. If you don't, don't. Simple as that. Keep her moving, eh? National Director, Security Hanoi Department. Just lots of more corruption in the government, which we're going to also skip talking about too. Shit happens, These guys get caught, and then they can usually just pay a fine to get out of trouble. They're reporting that their tourism's up, but although I kind of don't see it as up as they're saying. They're reporting right now Nha Trang is super full. So if there's someone in Nha Trang, can you let me know, is it really super, super full? Same with Phu Quoc, they're saying it's super, super full. I know there's a bunch of you from Nha Trang that watch here, so let me know if Nha Trang is actually every hotel booked all day, every day, 7 days a week currently right now. Now I have seen in the airports that it looks crazy. All the airports are full of baggage. People are traveling because the kids are off school, so they can go travel around the country. And everybody's really bolstering domestic travel in Vietnam. That's another reason why I don't think they're going crazy over bringing back these long visas, guys. Vietnam is pretty much taking care of itself right now as far as tourism goes. These hotels are booked, and they've gone up in price, and they're still booked. Because one family will go inside one room. So you got a family of 5, and they'll rent one room. So it's not that big of a cost when you think about how many people are in one room. So, I mean, I'm keen to travel around again when I get back. I can't wait to get back. My mom's doing better each day. I'll be getting out of here in about 10 days. And then it's going to take me 2 whole fun days to get home, because any kind of more direct flight was the $3,000 range even. It was insane. it's just not cheap to get out of the area that I'm at and then to get back in. So I'm going to do a couple videos on one video on how I recommend you fly to Vietnam. I'm going to give you different scenarios from where you're at in different parts of the country, and I'm going to rate my favorite airline to take between pretty much Asia and America, and detail why that's my favorite airline and all that good stuff. So as far as news goes, that's really it. It's just a lot of local political stuff you guys don't really care about in the Vietnamese news right now. They are talking that like all the tourist places are pretty booked up and going full steam, which I think they are. I mean, they're showing pictures, although VN Express has on occasion showed pictures that don't really render what the truth is. But other news sites too, like Two Tray and a couple other, are also saying tourism sites are super full and stuff. So we're going to keep her moving. We're going to be back to 2 videos a day. I'm going to work my little ass off here and try to bring you all the original content I can and all the best tips and tricks and things about Vietnam that I can while I'm here. So as soon as we get back, we'll be filming on location again. And I appreciate anybody that's been supporting the channel when we're in a kind of down period right now. You guys are legendary, especially the people on the Patreon and people that send PayPal tips and Bitcoin tips and stuff like that. Without you guys, we wouldn't be here. So thank you so much. Stay frosty. See you on the next one. Peace out.